G'day and welcome back to Goldcrest Valley Farm and Duckzilly Gaming. We are back continuing on with our seeding and our ploughing of our field here at Goldcrest Valley. And what we're going to do right now is we're just finishing off this row. We've got the hired hand, we've moved him over to the seeder. We're going to do this last row on the ploughing here, and then we're going to head on over and get other stuff moving along, ready to go. So, I hope everyone is doing well out there. And we will see how things pan out. We are in, I think, episode 6 or something like that now. Anyway, we're getting there. Maybe not that far. But we continue to grow our farm here as we come in. So we're planting this field. We've got another field over here that is almost ready to harvest. So there'll be no rest for the wicked here. But once we've finished ploughing this, we've let this hired hand finish off the seeding, and we'll go and see exactly what the state of the field is. Now, even if it's not as full yield, I think we might actually get in the harvest. We just want to get the rotation through as much as we can and make whatever money we can while holding off for the field to make its full maturity. I don't think we've got the time to sit and waste and wait for that to happen. I think we need to get in, make some money as quick as we possibly can, while not providing a detrimental product to the end user. But we'll review that as we're going on. But we just got to finish this road in here now, and then as you can see, the seeder, we're about halfway through, so it won't take him too long. He should be finished that well and truly by the end of this episode. And then it's just a matter of hurry up and wait for this one to be ready to harvest as well. Now, one of the other things we did discuss we don't have is a fertilizer. Now, obviously that costs money, not only for the fertilizer itself, but as in the machine, but also the actual fertilizer that goes in the machine. But we're going to have to look at that sooner rather than later, because that does give us a boost to the yield, and it gives us very little imposition. And we also need to look at putting down some lime as well, and I don't think we've got our lime spreader. So they're probably the two purchases we're going to have to do first off. So we'll have to see whether we can actually get that purchased, and then go from there. But for now, we've got 47,000 in the bank. I don't think we've got enough to buy either a lime spreader or a fertilizer spreader, but we'll go and have a bit of a look in the shop while we're waiting for the other guy to finish seeding. Now, because we are so busy with the plough, I'm just going to park it over here near our shed. Now, you would have noticed, as we mentioned last time in the last episode, there was a slight change to the farm layout because the map maker made these removable items for those who are starting from scratch and stuff like that. So when we came back into the last episode, we had no sheds in that, so we had to replace all them. But anyway, so we put the workshop down, but we've put in a different area. So let's have a look. What have we got ready to harvest? We've got field 15 is ready to harvest. Probably don't need to grab him there right now. 14 is almost ready to harvest. And then we're going to have 19 as well. In the way of crop, we've got 31,000 there. What else we got? That's all we've got stored at the moment. So I don't think we can really go off and sell at the moment. But let's go and have a look at the equipment like I said we're going to do. Let's have a look first at the fertilizer. Right. So we get this small fertilizer spreader. Now this will do both lime and fert. That's not bad. That's 14,000 litre. That's probably all we need, really. I mean, that's my preferred one. Now that's 36 meters in width. This one's only 12 meters in width. So this is 3 times the spread for only a little bit more. I don't think I can justify spending 39,000 on that when I spend an extra 12,000 on this and I get 3 times the spread in width. So I'm saving a lot more in fuel and all that sort of stuff. And I'm certainly not going to spend 67,000 for that one, where it's less than the horse. So I think what we'll do is we'll wait until we make another $4,000, then we'll buy the horse. So that's the plan there, because we do need the fertilization and lime. What we can do is we can offload the fertilizer and the lime, swapping them over as we need to. It's not ideal, but certainly it's something we can do. All right, so that's the fertilizer technology. What was the other one we're needing to get? Well, that for covering both fertilizer and lime. So I think that's the option. So let's have a look at our fields and just see what we need in the way of fertilizer and lime. So 14 is fertilized, 12 needs lime. So we need lime on field 12 for the next run through. And we're going to need some fertilization. So if I take the lime off, it's going to need a level of fertilization as well. All right. Well, I know we said we weren't going to do it. Let's have a look at our money. We got $300,000 loan. We only need $5,000. Let's borrow $10,000. In fact, let's borrow $15,000. We'll purchase our horse. So we'll go and purchase the horse. I'm going to buy that. Yes. Now, we also then need to buy some fertilizer and some lime. Then we've got to get them back to the farm as well. So I think because we need lime primarily, we will just buy a thing of lime. Lime big bag. So we'll buy need to leave just enough money there for our wages. I think that's about 10. I don't know how much I've got. But anyway, we need to go pick up the horse anyway, and we can load it up at the shop. So let's go do that. So we'll buy enough lime to fill it up. Then what we can do is on the next pass, so we've next harvested our fields, we can go and spread the lime on whichever fields need it. And arguably the loan we've got wasn't that big, so we can justify that. That was a need. It wasn't just a want. That was an essential need for our crops. So the next need, I don't see a need from here on in at the moment. Certainly, I think we're okay. So we'll just go on with that. So once we've got this and come back over, we'll have a look at harvesting that field that is ready to harvest. And so we'll get that going. Our hand should be finished seeding that field very soon, so we can get the fertilizer. Get the hired hand to take on the combine, and we can just be on standby to offload that and transport it to the silo. So we should be okay, and we should be good to go. And then not long after we finish that field, I would expect that our other field that is almost at full growth will be ready to go. We're going to overtake this slow moving Sunday driver and head back up here, follow this round, and then it'll take us up basically to the shop. So we'll head on in and just pick up the horse and some lime, and we'll be good to go. Alright, we clear. Yep. Alright, so there's our horse. Look at that beauty. I do like that. I really do like that. Look at it. Awesome piece of equipment. Alright. So we'll back the fence up and connect it. Alright. There we go. And we'll start filling it with lime. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need another 3 bags of lime. So let's just get that. Then that will fill the horse up. So we're going to buy. That's 20,000 litres of lime we've bought. Alright, so we're just going to fill it all up, and then we'll head back to the farm. Alright. So what we can do, like I said, once we get to the point where we need fertilizer, we'll have the fertilizer at the farm. All we're going to do is unload it from the horse, and then reload the fertilizer, and then we can do the same when we come back. Now again, it's not ideal. It'd be nice to have one for each, But the reality of it is we haven't got the money to go out and spend it on 2 separate spreaders. So for the moment, we'll just have to load and unload. So the other thing we're going to have to do, and that's probably going to be an essential, is buying a loader attachment and forks for one of the tractors. Now I'm not sure if either of the tractors we bought with the loader attachments. So I'm not even sure if our tractors are going to take that, so we're going to have to look at that as well. But we'll know pretty soon and we'll be okay. Otherwise our next tractor we buy, we'll have to have it. Or we just buy a telehandler. I think it's cheaper if we can. Certainly got one of our current tractors that can take the loading attachments. It's going to be a lot less money to spend than buying a whole new tractor with a loader and or a new telehandler. Alright. Should take us to 16,000. There we go, spot on. And these last two will take us up to 20,000, which is a full load. Takes 18,000. Bingo. And then our last load. There we go. Now, this will be the other test. I don't know how this thing's going to go. I'm not going to take up the back road into the farm because that incline back up to into the farm is quite steep. We'll take the main road all the way down and going through the main entrance to the farm, just to ensure we actually get there and we don't burn out the clutch trying to get up the hill. Alright, we will move over in here. We'll put our beacons on because we are a bit more of a hazard on the road now. More so than usual, possibly. Alright, off we go. Alright, we'll go in cab, why not? Alright, so yes, I hope we're doing okay out there. We are coming up about halfway in this video now, and we'll be heading off, but keep an eye out. We're continue on with obviously our Goldcrest. So this is our start from scratch series. We also do have our Wilhelmina Hardcore 24-day Seasons Challenge. That is progressing quite well. So check that one out as well. We also have our Lakeland Vale series, which is on Stevie's Lakeland Vale map. That is a non-seasons playthrough. And then lastly, we also have Ningen Farms, which is our good friend Aussie Farmer's home map, or home farm. He's turned into a map, and that one is being played with I think we're playing a 6-day season cycle on that one. So they are the other Farming Simulator 19 series you will see on the Duxzilla Gaming channel at this point in time. So go check all them out, and hopefully you'll enjoy them, and you'll continue to return to not only them, but also the Goldcrest Valley series. Right, so now we've dropped that off. Very good. Head on over here and see how far he's got with his seeding. Hopefully he's not too far away. So as you can see, the field tells us that we need lime. Okay, he's not done too bad. He's almost there. Alright, I think it's time to then get the combine out. Get the combine out and we'll go and start harvesting this other field. In fact, let's have a look. It may have actually gone through another growth stage in that time. No, not quite. But anyway, it's ready to harvest, so we're going to go harvest. It's only a small field. We probably won't even need to unload him until he's actually finished. So we'll go and get this done. We're going to drive the combine this time. We're not going to use the AI. We'll just drive it and see how things pan out. Alright, our little baby combine. I started a little bit early probably, but anyway. Alright, let's head on in. We'll go in cab. Let's go in cab and see if we can harvest it in cab. A bit of a different view. Alright. And off we go. So, what do you want to see in this episode? So, in this series, so we have decided that we're not going to use John Deere. We have decided we're not going to use class. So, at the moment, I've pretty much restricted myself to some of the lesser known stuff that we've seen on GrizzlyBearSims Gaming, but also on many other channels and people's playthroughs as well. So, for instance, we are using the Fent at the moment. So I've used Fent very sparingly previously, but at this stage I was going to plan on using the Fent as much as I possibly could. So do we want to have this as purely a Fent? I don't think we want to mix the Fent, the Massey Ferguson and the case too much. So I think Fent is probably the way to go. We may mix in some Deutzfahr. What do you reckon? I think Fent and Deutzfahr might be a good mix. But again, I'm going to put that over to you guys. What do you think? Do you think we should use Fent and Deutzfahr or just Fent? I don't think, like I said, I'm not going to bring in the class, I'm not going to bring in John Deere, I'm not going to bring in New Holland unless I absolutely have to. I may bring their implements in, but I don't plan on bringing any of their actual tractors or combines in at this point in time. For the moment, the Rostall Smash is our combine of choice, so we'll be using this. I may also have a gleaner I can get. If we do expand a little bit later on, but at the moment this will be the brand of choice for combines. Fent for our tractors, but then I won't restrict ourselves to branding for implements and tools, but wherever possible though I will try and steer away from those other brands like the New Holland, the Class, the John Deere, unless there's a real need to have it. I mean, let's face it, some of the stuff we'll need to have, like the balers, so will we go the Class Quadrant 50-200, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, but over to you. Let me know in the comments down below. You can help guide this series in relation to the equipment and the choices we make, so let me know down below, and that will be what we intend on doing as best we possibly can for the rest of the series. Now, it's just a guide, okay? It doesn't mean I'm necessarily going to, just because you come in and say I want you to use this, it doesn't mean I'm definitely going to. But look, I mean, if I get enough opinions in there to say we want to do this, well, that's what I'll look at doing. So it's here to entertain you guys after all. So yeah, but don't bother putting in there you want to see John Deere, because it ain't going to happen. You should know that by now. And if you're going to ask why, we'll go back and look at some of the other videos and you'll find out why. We will not be using John Deere. Alright. So we're getting through here nicely. What have we got? 48% in our bin. Our other hand is off. He's still busy seeding over there, which is good. Not paying him to sit on his bum and do nothing. And we'll continue on with harvesting the canola here. And again, this canola will just go straight in the bin. The rest of the fields we've got soybeans on at the moment, so we're not going to have a huge supply here to sell. Although, noting we've only got a small trailer, it might actually be a full load. And if it is, we're probably better off just selling it straight away anyway, because again, we want to gain money so we can actually expand the farm and all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't really matter, I guess, how much or how big our trailer is. As long as we can get full loads in the trailer, that's what we'll do. If it's a partial load, we won't bother taking it. But I think the trailer we got is a 25,000 litre, I think. But yeah, that's one of the things that will be a necessary upgrade as we go along. Certainly not necessary right at this point in time. The other option is, though, we can get the... In fact, I think we've only got the one trailer, but we can get the little Stroutman trailers. Have we? Is it Stroutman? I don't think it is. Oh, we can get the dolly trailer as well, so we can have like a little road train, or the baggage car handlers, as I like to call them, and we can have them daisy chained, and then that way we increase our capacity without spending too much money on excessive sized trailers where we may need to buy an extra dolly or buy a semi-trailer truck combination to deal with the crop and everything else. So at the moment we want to keep it nice and simple and cheap, so more than likely we'll just buy another trailer and then daisy chain them on. Actually, we've got down there, what have we got down there? I can see that we've got the Stroutman loader wagon for picking up our straw and our grass, as we just missed a little bit of that crop there. No, it's not a Stroutman, is it? It's not Ingersoll. I can't remember. I'll have a look. I'll have a look in a minute. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll have to buy another one of the trailers to hook onto him. And that's what we'll use. Alright. So we're well over halfway now. We're well over 2/3 of the way. After this run we'll probably be almost full, I would imagine. And then we'll have to go get the Fent and the trailer and come over and offload. Let's see how we go. 86%. If we don't fill on this run here, I'll go head over to the other far side of the field and do a down run, because I don't want to put the pipe in the middle of the field. So is it 90%? Yeah, probably need another run, another full run, and then we'll be emptying. Come up here to the end. Right, I'm just heading over here to the end row over here. We'll line ourselves up like so. Alright, and there we have it. This will fill up our bin. Almost full now. 97, 98, 99. Slow down, there we go. Alright, there we go. So we're going to head on over and grab the Fent. Here he is here. So where's our trailer? Over here. Right. Agroliner. There you go. Why did I say? Oh, I don't know what I was thinking. But anyway, so get on one of these, and we can daisy chain them together. And this is what we'll use as our trailers initially. All right. Picked him up, and we'll go over and we'll hook on. So 21,000 capacity. So effectively, it's going to take 4 loads from the combine. So at the moment, obviously, for this field, we've got 2 loads will come off this field. So we don't need to upgrade the trailer for this particular field. The other field we've just planted, I think we have offloaded him 3 times. I could be mistaken, it may have been more than that. But yeah, we'll have to have a look at that. Alright, I'm going to put the pipe out. I've got to put the pipe out before we left. Pipe swinging out. There he is, he's out. Alright, jump back in here. And we'll see if we can line up. And there we go. Alright. It's a lovely thing, isn't it? Alright, finish that. There goes the canola out of the bin, being sucked into the auger and put into the trailer. Almost empty. 10% to go. Alright, and we're off. So, and speaking of off, that's it for the end of the episode. We have come to the end of another episode here on Goldcrest Valley Farm. I hope you've enjoyed it. As I said before, leave a like And also leave your comments down below in relation to what sort of tractors you want to see us use, implements, all that sort of stuff. Give us a bit of guidance on what you want to see here on the channel and on this particular map. This is effectively going to be a play it your way. You can guide me in relation to what brands and that we use, not necessarily on all the individual equipment, but on the brands and that we use, you can have a bit of a say in relation to what goes on. But just remember, there will be none of them John Deeres. And don't bother asking for those other four-legged animals as well on the farm. You will not be seeing those. So for those of you like Chris Webb that think you may be able to get your way there, it ain't going to happen, so don't bother. Alright, anyway, on that note, thanks very much for watching. Don't forget to come and join us on Twitch, Twitter, Discord and Facebook. The details for all those are down below in the comments. And of course, don't forget to also subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you do subscribe, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when more videos are available on the channel. And until next time, take care of yourselves and loved ones. We'll see you again very, very soon back here at Goldcrest Valley Farm and GrizzlyBearSims. See you later. Bye.